Okay, we're going away. Let's sell our seeds. Oh, perhaps we should go this way. Okay. Oh, I did not notice. We have a level. Take a facet. What else happened in our past? Our letter of resignation. Scar, the scandal, was spelled in prison. Oh, that's a new one. Smoggy streets. You spent much of your youth in the heart end of London, where the gas lamps are scarce, the prospects bleak, and the people as flinty as the cobbles. That's an okay setting. So what happened to us is that we were a ministry auditor, and then people falsely claimed that we were mad, so we entertained them, told them what they wanted to hear, and then... I guess roaming the streets makes sense. Okay, we roamed the streets of London. Oh, we spent our youth, so it happened before, I guess. How did you like it there? You were at home or you despised it? I guess a sociopath would do well in an urban setting. That is where such a man would strive. So I guess we were at home. The smoke painted your lungs black. Your knuckles were scarred, but it was honest. There were diamonds in the dirt. Okay. The cryptozoologist did not say where Hybris was, right? Can we... That is so damn far. But I think 2 fuel and 2 supplies is about enough to cut it. I can't buy anything anyway, so I don't really have a choice. I have to push on up to there. Can I take a new way there? Just to uncover some fog. I could go here, or I could go there. That actually doesn't change much. Perhaps here we could see whether there is a path or not. Well, there likely is one. Okay, let's do that. Well, that's a new soundscape. Is that actually a way? Yes. Okay, let's not go there right now. Although... perhaps... we could find new stuff. It's a bit greedy, but we do have one supply and then one more. These are boreal whites or lush and green. Fronds hang like curtains. Leaves lol. What? Okay, well, we don't have a choice here. Unsettled dreams. That night your sleep is peppered with uncomfortable dreams. You dream of a storm whose lightning scratches words across the sky, and whose thunder is a cacophony of voices belonging to people you have known. Its winds pluck pitifully at your clothes. You are wearing black, sombre, funereal black. You wake. We could seek company or commit your dreams to the captain's log, to gain terror and a tale of terror. Your engine is mostly crewed by the living. That's a condition, okay? And we should have at least one crew. Okay, anyway, we suck at hurts. We suck at talking to people, unless it's in order to use them for something. So, I don't have much hope for that. We gain terror, which sucks, but the tale of terror, I believe, can be useful. Oh, that's 5 terror, that's okay. Deep into that darkness peering. You record the dream as vividly and as thoroughly as you can. Does your hand tremble as you write? Does the ink spill? And when you read back, does it make sense? Or does it sound like the ravings of a crumbling mind? Come on. We're not crazy. Oh hey. I see Tacatis. And a dread, no. Okay, that's not a fight for us. I don't really want to side with either side for now. So let's just go. I am debating sending my scout away. Okay, let's do it once. I think we can afford that. There's something there. We're going. You approach the memorial to the unknown rats. One by one your crew remove their hats. Terror is going down. Okay, that's about it. Okay, so that was a wonder. If we get close to it, we reduce terror. Unless we've already gotten close to it already in the past few days. These are the borders of the Queen's March, first step in the long journey to Albion. Can scout again. Perhaps that is worth it. Wreck. The wreck gleams with frost. Its windows are dark, its engine silent. Perhaps something of value lies within. We could strip her for repairs or force open the doors. We don't have that good of a chance to succeed. But then again, we have failed checks with these odds twice already, so it is unlikely that we'd fail it the third time, right? Right. Your driver holds your locomotive steady alongside the wreck as your crew take turns at the pry bar. Eventually the bay doors are sufficiently parted to permit the surprised of you to squeeze through. Soon they return. And what's this they have found? An intriguingly bulging sack. How pleasantly it rattles. Newly minted coins fall with a heavy thud from the upended sack. Bright imperial sovereigns. Of renewed majesty's many faces glare up at you. 41 sovereigns. I don't... So that was definitely worth the detour. But was it worth the risk I took? I don't know what would have been the bad consequence had I failed. Jeez, talking is getting hard. I'm getting tired. The fallows. What? What? Oh, he's fighting Takatis. Okay. They're shooting each other in the butt. Degenerates. They don't know how to drive, they don't know how to shoot. Okay, finally they're gonna make some money. That's new. The keepsake market. Let's maybe make money before we go to the market. That would make sense. We can sell... Oh, we bought for 25 and are selling for 80. That's actually really good. Okay. Please. Where should I start reading? Okay. The amenable host smiles. Just what we needed. Although I must admit I do miss roses and lilies and bluebells. Still, these celestial blooms have their own virtues. Some of them weep, you know. That's a virtue. He pays you a generous gratuity. 100 sovereigns. Oh, we got another reward on top of the money. That's really good. 400. We are rich. We are so back in the game. There's a bargain for souls, but I don't have a place to sell them. If only I did. New bargains available in 8 days. Wait. Since we accomplished one, is there... Okay, no, that's not gonna be renewed. Okay, so we could buy souls here, but since I'm not sure I could sell them for an interesting price, I am not gonna take them. I keep hitting the wrong button. Okay, let's not waste our money on random events when we can just buy supplies which will allow us to live. Let's get a good amount of them. 3 and 4 would be good, I guess. Okay, we bought some time here. That's expensive actually, jeez. Anyway, stories to house a small comfort. And here is the keepsake market. An illicit stall has been set up near the port, where the doctors and nurses of Magdalene sell off the property of captains in their care who require extensive stays. They're juicing them for all they are. Perhaps I should, you know, use some little scheme to get the amenable host out of the picture and then become the boss here, because that seems right up my alley. The practice is not encouraged, but the amenable host usually turns a blind eye. We could purchase an otherworldly artifact. 60 sovereign, what is an otherworldly artifact? That sounds eldritch and so I want it, but money is a problem right now. Recruit crew from market. While away the time with other captains. Magdalene's is a popular respite with most skyfarers in the reach. There's always someone interesting to share a drink with in this house of comfort. This is 50 sovereigns, to reduce a significant amount of terror. I don't know. If I want to make money, then I should keep money. Because you make money by buying and then selling, and so you need money to buy first. I will make some money using port reports. Can I get one here already? Yes. Let's do that. We can also deliver the sky-maddened captain. The nurses bring a stretcher to carry the sky-maddened captain from your train. He'll receive the care of Magdalene's finest. At least Magdalene's finest, with a sense of charity, given that he has nothing on him to pay for their administrations. We got one vision of the heavens. Terror has fallen, but not significantly. And we gained a trifle of experience. Okay. The host has requested us by name. That could be our opportunity to off him silently. The founder and master of ceremonies at Magdalene's, he has requested you by name. An attendant escorts you through the dazzling violet corridors. The host's red door is always open. It's open, but he did not welcome me last time, so... The attendant leaves you just as the clock begins to chime. The amenable host reclines on a couch of crushed velvet, a goblet of sparkling wine in his long fingers. Somewhere in the tower above him, the great clock ticks away. We do hear it. As a policy, the host's atrium is always open to guests. He is available to hear opinions, friendly criticism and suggestions. Today he has a headache. If you listen to too much of that, you do get a headache. Listen to the amenable host's requests. Or just converse. I would expect him to give me some time for me to listen to his request after a conversation. I am not certain he would be able to afford time for a conversation with me after I've heard his request. Hence the ordering here. His schedule is busy, but he's willing to clear a little time for a skyfarer such as yourself. He speaks of the politics of the Reach, the tedium of it, and he's upfront that his position requires him to pay any attention at all to it. He speaks of the parties he has hosted, the lives he's healed, and the people he's saved. You begin to suspect he might have an ego. No shit, Sherlock. And then your time's up. I hope I haven't bored you, he says with a rare smile. One wishes to be many things in this life, but never dull. That was the conversation? Okay, better than nothing, I guess. Let's listen to his request. His voice is soft and sibilant, like butter melting in candlelight. A guest has become rather too attached to a particular attendant. He always requests that the same attendant appear in the exact same guise. The amenable host's lip curls in distaste. He reiterates the aim of Magdalene's, a place of healing and respite. It was not meant to feed obsession or self-indulgent self-loathing. This guest brings sickness. I would have him purged. I have a dossier on our guests, if you're interested in helping. A place of healing and respite. We will dispose of them. Take the lachrymose guest's dossier. The amenable host has requested help in removing a customer who is blurring the boundaries of healer and patient. Okay. We will do your dirty work. The amenable host smiles indulgently. I'm so glad you want to help. He produces a thin sliver of pages and passes them to you. I'd recommend taking on the role of one of our attendants. That way you'd be playing the role of someone significant to him. The amenable host sighs, reaching for his goblet. He knows all of our attendants by voice now. Someone new is needed. Okay, I also have a locomotive with a cannon in it. That could... If you just want to dispose of him, that's... should I go back here? Sure. Deal with the lachrymose guest. He stands on the threshold of the treatment chambers, his hands trembling. The attendants on duty have been informed about your involvement. How do you plan to deal with him? A treatment chamber has been emptied for you, should you wish to adopt a guise from his past. Apologies. Alternatively, he is standing right there. He does not seem to have noticed you, his eyes instead boring through the doors of the treatment rooms. Approach this directly. Disguise yourself as his mother or as his lover. We have one redeeming quality. We are shrewd. Which option here will allow us to be shrewd? Approaching directly, that could be an iron test. And also that's not something we would do. We would definitely disguise ourselves. Should it be as his mother or his love? Mother. She drove them apart once. An attendant will help you with the wig and makeup. Another with the voice. Our lover. The attendant normally on duty is more than happy to assist you. Anything as long as it gets rid of him. But if we don't have to worry about the appearance and voice, I guess mother is a role that you could think a lot about and then get right. But I guess lover as well. Mother is more... I feel like it is easier to figure. There are many differences in relationships of lovers. Well, I feel there are much less differences between the relationships between son and mother. So let's go with that. That sounds easier. You look just like the faded daguerreotype, down to the teeth. You know your chose reflexively. The lachrymose guest's eyes widen as he enters your chamber. This is a mistake. I didn't ask for this. You never do you? You get to work. When it's over, you doubt he will be returning ever again. They do say mothers kill certain feelings within men, don't they? Okay, I'm proud of that one. We were shrewd here. Let's go and speak to the amenable host. An attendant escorts you through the dazzling violet corridors. The host's red door is always open. Oh, right. We've read that already. Let him know the lachrymose guest is gone. For better or worse, he will not be returning to Magdalene's. We use the mummy power. The amenable host smiles beatifically. Of course, my staff will be pleased. It is a risk of our trade when our clients can no longer separate identity and illusion, but seldom pleasant. He sighs deeply, echoing around the chamber like a newly freed dove. It is a trap any of us could fall into. His face darkens briefly. Here, take this. He fishes round beneath his couch for one of his goblets. It will fetch a pretty price. Take it with my thanks, and do this again. He can't just give me money outright. My reward is a goblet? An expensive one for sure, 100 sovereign, but still. That guy can't be bothered. Let's speak to him again. He's got another request. Okay. He is melancholy today, not to mention irritable. He has a job for you, he says, his voice rich with unhappiness. I admired your discretion earlier, he sighs. You have seen the dangers of our work upon those who abuse our service, yet we are not immune to it ourselves. He draws your attention to several paintings on the walls. My regulars have at various points requested that I be a prospector on Lustrum, heir to a fine house in Port Prosper, and a titan of industry on New Winchester. Very specific requests and more. I have vivid memories of being old, yet all cannot be true, surely. He remembers something, being something he was not. Okay, so they have not been perfectly clear about what's happening here. The assistants take the appearance of other people, but they get so in character that they actually have memories of being them. He presses a locket into your hand. This bears my image. See if anyone remembers me. I can't remember who I was before this. If I could be other than I am, I'd like to know. Okay. He wants us to recover his identity. We should travel to Lustrum, which we already have a reason to go by Chorister B. Nectar, I think. New Winchester and Port Prosper. That's where we should lead Horological Grey. This has become her official name, by the way. Okay, and can I treat my nightmares? Who should help me with that? Her Majesty, of course. You have been invited to a garden party at the palace. You are escorted to the lawn by a senior footman, where you are introduced to a social climbing duchess and a disgraceful viscount. You exchange witticisms together while the footman refills your glasses. The peal of a single trumpet interrupts your conversation. You and the other guests are shepherded into line as Her Enduring Majesty passes by. She favors you with a wintry gaze before proceeding to more important guests in the marquee. Well, that was easy enough. As for the terror, we could reduce it using our uncanny specimen. We have 2, and this gets us a unique encounter which, I don't know, could be useful. Every option gives us an encounter. Well, let's do that. Yours is a faceted soul with several showy flows coursing through it. Oh, what's yours? Mine is... Oh, but I mustn't say. Sorry, I'm new. This way. The attendant holds up a candle before 4 doors of mirrored glass. 4 of our staff are available today. Each has their own specialty. Their names are not yours to know, only their craft. He smiles suddenly, his teeth gleaming like links on a chain. You know yourself best. Who can tend your wounded heart? Whoever you need, you can find behind one of these doors. Someone from your past. A very boring individual indeed. But someone who once meant a very great deal. A former crewman. They were lost in your service. We have to go with that, right? Your old companion in vice is inside, shackled in a room which resembles one of the midnight cells. He sighs and explains this is where all that trouble got him. He begs you to listen to the old stories one last time. I couldn't have done it without you, Captain, he says, apparently entirely sincerely. The talk seems to have cheered him up immensely. Okay. That was surprisingly boring. Okay, so we do have quite a lot of money. We have some space in the... Right, we've got ours in crockery. That we cannot sell here actually, can we? We can't. I guess we could put them in the stash in New Winchester. Should we buy souls though? Right now we have one prospect. Sell Chorister Nectar to Carillon. Preferably buying it from... I should have my notes. Lustrum. We have found Port Haven in Magdalene's, I will remove that. It was in the bazaar. Should we buy them for cheap? Well, for cheap that's still 110. But we have 2 port reports. So we should make some money when we get back at New Winchester. Where are we going next? Certainly not here. Oh, the thing we had scouted here disappeared. So there is a timer on these things, I guess. Basically what we need to do right now is explore the world and make more money. Buying something that I don't know when I can sell, even if I buy it for cheaper than usual, is not a guaranteed plate. And I in fact do not think it's a good one. So we won't do that. We should get back to New Winchester. We do have a lot of supplies, so we could scout the area. Maybe go that way. Oh, that's the end of the map. We will go that way and try to uncover stuff in our way back to New Winchester. Do we have another option? Going here and seeing stuff, but that seemed like quite a dangerous zone. So yeah, we'll go that way. And we are not buying anything.